I'm Ingrid Brown. I'm from Boone, North Carolina. A lot of people know me as Half Pint. My granddad gave me that nickname. I think we all remember the little house on the prairie, little parades, and that's me. Anyway, I just want to say I'm really proud and I'm glad to be a lady truck driver. First of all is just to be a truck driver. You know, I know I'm a professional in my field because I choose to be. And I think that's a choice. We can choose to be professional or we can just choose to be a truck driver. So in my opinion, I want to be a professional truck driver. Wow, I don't even know where to start. My dad has a road construction company in North Carolina, and he used to make me get the dump trucks and move them around the yard when I was about 13 and stuff. And then it got to where I'd get to move the land with all the equipment on it, with the Peterbilt and the Kenworths, and you know, it just got real fun. And then for my 18th birthday, I got a needle-nose, brand new Diamond Rio truck.
No way!
Yes way.
Some girls get Corvettes.
I got a needle-nose Diamond Rio.
Dang it, girl!
And I still have it.
No way.
Yes, I do. It's sitting by my house.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes. And it's my Tennessee orange. But anyway, it was a blessing that my dad always told me, you know, you can learn to push a pencil when you can't drive and walk and work for what you do. And you can learn how to do all the paperwork as you're learning to do this, just like we do as professional drivers, you know.
Right.
We have paperwork to take care of.
Sure.
Sometimes I'd like to just, you know, but, so that, you know, the message to that from him to me is that you gotta learn how to work with your hands before you can ever work with your mind or your body.
Okay.
And that means, just as he gave to me, then I was supposed to take that and do something and give kind of the pay it forward deal. So it's a pretty neat thing. Started pulling asphalt tankers for him back and forth to our asphalt plant with a load over in Bristol, Virginia.
Okay.
And come back over in North Carolina. And I was too prissy and primpy. Okay? I mean, he sent me back.
And how tall are you? All of what, 5 foot maybe?
5'2".
Oh, are you? Excuse me.
I would say 3/4, but I don't think that counts.
So here you were back then. How many years ago was this?
31.
No way.
32, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll be 32 this year.
That is amazing.
No. Well, it was 79 was when he bought my Diamond Rio and I turned
maybe
18.
10 women truckers across the United States.
You know, we used to ride down the road, and you know, I've always ran North Carolina to California. That's my favorite thing. That's what I'm doing now.
North Carolina to where?
California.
Okay.
Los Angeles area, pick up produce, come back.
Right.
Oh, my mercy. The things I've gotten myself into. Oh. Anyway, you know, there was a group of us that we could only come up with 6 of us across the country that owned our own trucks.
Wow.
That got them on our own or by growing up in them or that thing, not by divorce or because we were with our spouses or anything like that. Because,
right.
You know, and at that time there wasn't even like 1% out here.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
And when it kind of grew and changed, that was kind of neat when they were like, oh, we're at 3%. And I'd be like, 3% of 100. You know, and I knew it was coming, but, you know, it'll get there. And then, sorry, that's my phone.
Ingrid's very popular lady trucker. Her phone's going off all the time.
It sings, she's stuck like glue. But I did. I've tried, you know, I learned the tankers, I learned the hauling equipment and stuff.
Right.
I decided I was going to buy me a flatbed, and
Did you
pulled
do flatbed
with
too?
Mercer.
Oh my goodness.
I was there for 2 years with Mercer with flatbed, and then I bought a dry van, so I had a flatbed and a dry van. And of course, they really called me prissy at Mercer because they said, "Oh, our fair-weathered girl." I said, "When it's snowing, I'm pulling my dry van."
That's right.
When it's tarped, it's going in the dry van. But I love that place.
Yeah.
I love Mercer. And I just ended up and got remarried and left. That was my, but you know, I found myself on top of loads, got stuck in the. Do you know where Ottawa, Alabama is? Down 59. Okay. Story time. I had a load that I had to take out to California, and it was shelving for like carpet and drapery material.
Right.
Well, I had it all stacked nice and neat, and on the top of it, I had to put big timbers across it. Well, they were walking out.
As you're driving?
Yeah, so I stole them. And I thought, oh, I'll get my ladder out, I'll climb on top, and I'll beat them back in with my cheater bar, and I'll climb back down my ladder and tie my stuff back up. I got up there, and I beat, and all of a sudden I heard it go, my ladder fell.
Oh no!
And I was so short I couldn't reach the next level.
Were you stuck on top of that?
Yeah, I just sat down on the back of it with my legs hanging over.
Oh, wait, someone.
I had to wait for a driver to finally pay attention.
Oh my gosh.
And he put my ladder back up.
Ingrid, that's funny. So you just sat up there like a little doll, just waiting for somebody to notice that the ladder's on the ground and you're stuck 20 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's just one half-pint story.
I love that one.
Oh, me.
I could just picture it.
Well, I got remarried in 03. Great guy. And we pulled a bulk tanker. I went and I bought another reefer.
Okay.
And I had my trucks in my company before I got married, so I kept my company. And we were in California back and forth. I had my own customers.
Right.
And pulled chicken out of North Carolina right there at the house. We went to Vernon, California, loaded produce, came back home. And we decided we were going to change. So we hauled a bulk tanker. And we hauled a lot of food grade, and we hauled a lot of catalyst. So that was a new learning curve for me because, you know, I had to deal with, I mean, it was more like a tanker of, you know, unloading than it was loading.
Okay.
You know, with the asphalt, you know, it's all done with hoses and stuff. With this, it's kind of like timber. You know, the stuff falls, or you stand above it and you have to hit the button how much you want in it.
Okay.
But sometimes I'd overload us when we'd do the self-load deal, and I wouldn't admit it till we got down the road. But I mean, I've enjoyed the variety.
Yeah, you had a lot of variety.
Yeah. This last year,
and a challenge. You enjoy this challenge.
I love the challenge. This past year, I hauled cows.
Oh yeah, that's amazing to me. Hauling cattle is amazing.
That's probably the most satisfying part of trucking I've ever had.
Really?
You know, you hear people talk about that cow haulers are you know, a different breed.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're the tight-knit group we used to be out here.
Really?
Yeah. But you have to think that they have to think of a breathing entity that all the time. They're dealing with somebody that can hurt, that can feel pain, that can be sick, that can, you know, that has to be cared for.
Right.
So they're not only doing what we do, moving freight, and our freight's just waiting for us to pull up to unload it, to load it. They're having to take care of these animals all the way from point A to point B. They've got to make sure that everything's appropriate and right. And you know, that's really hard with regulations today.
Right.
You know, you roll up on a scale, you're legal until they walk by your trailer and all of them run to the back of the trailer. And all of a sudden, guess what? You're over on your trailer.
Over. Oh my goodness, because the cattle move.
Exactly. And there's no give for that. So, you know, it's...
To me, it sounds like common sense. That, I mean, if the cattle move, the weight's going to shift.
Exactly.
But yet you said that you were given an overweight ticket because every time the guy moved.
Everything. Yes, I got overweight tickets.
We had a fat cow. You had to
yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Put her on a diet, but what?
I got an overweight ticket for. Actually, I got 3 of them. But let's be right.
Because every time he went to one point.
They he got me for over on my trailer, over on my drives, and over as a group. Trailer and drive.
Right.
Well, if the big dummy had not realized that every time he went to one end, they ran to the other end, and if they ran to one end and went to the other end, hello. So anyway,
oh, that's scary.
And
the man probably makes a very big salary for being a dummy.
Well, I'll tell you the funniest thing of it all. Okay, story time.
Okay.
He asked me. He gave me the big DOT check of everything. And he said, "Do you have a fuse that works?" And I said,
fuse that works?
"Yeah, I do." He says, "Does your truck take fuses? Do you have a fuse box?" And I said, "Duh.
Yeah.
Big red truck." I'll tell you that joke later.
Okay.
Anyway, he said, "If you can give me a fuse that works, then, you have to have an available fuse." I said, "Okay." And it hit me. So I snatched my pocketbook up, and Christy, you've seen my pocketbook. I mean, I have everything but the kitchen sink.
Right.
I took it and I got out of the truck and I stood on the top step and I dumped it in the floorboard under the pedals.
Oh no!
And he says, "Ma'am, what are you doing?" This was just this December. He says, "What are you doing?" I said, "You want a fuse, don't you?" He says, "Yes, ma'am, but I don't have time for you to go through all that." And I said,
"Really?
If you think I got time to sit here for all of this, then you got time for me to find a 10-amp fuse."
Yeah.
And I said, "It's green, by the way." So I found my little 10-amp fuse and handed it to him, and he said, "I'll never ask for another fuse again." Okay, half-pint moment. But
I'm sure he'll never forget you either.
Probably not, because I asked him to take me to Subway. And that was in Wichita Falls, Texas, and he was just a sucker, and he loaded me up in his little Tahoe and took me to Subway.
Oh, bless his little heart.
Not really.